This is the Race on Oz Div 4, Season 9 for GT7s, Round 5 at the Highspeed Ring. This one is a tyre wrecker field. These are the qualifying results for everyone. Without further ado, let's get stuck into the race. Brendan taking the outer lane, ready to start this race. As he's about to approach the go zone, he's now just creeping up as we get closer to it. Alright, we're now into the go zone, waiting for Brendan to fire the gun any moment now, and away he goes. The race is go. Everyone is go. As we watch everything happen. All fairly clean start. We got there Arnold right up on the inside of the back there, while we got Report in third, pushing himself up in there. Jim in second. Brendan leading turn 2 down low, bunching everyone else up as the higher line is the faster line. And we've got Tuddy jumping Report, or even, sorry, around half bite. As now we've got Half Bite and Tubbs fighting through. They're all bunched up at the moment. Belting out pace as he gets up on the inside of Tubbs. Not the faster line around this corner, but Tubbs reneges back. Fangs out a little bit wide, bit of sliding, and actually Vards gets around Tubbs with us that little bit of momentum loss there in that corner. As Tubbs sends Vards into oblivion, Tubbs holds back and readdresses. A little bit of action happening already, only the second lap of the race. Right, we've got Arnold. Arnold challenging Wolfie for a position. We're feeling that this will not be the only time these two tangle throughout the whole course of this race. Report going in low, but Half Bite with the momentum as we travel over the bridge. Just sails straight past Report. And then we've got Tuddy, who's also got good momentum, probably even better than Half Bite, chasing down Report. As mentioned before, we've got Wolfie and Arnold duking it out, which is allowing Vards to get in amongst these two. And Vards with the better run of the pair of them while they're still fighting. Just watching Wolfie get around. Vards looks like he's got the inside line, owns the apex there on Arnold, and gets between the pair of them. Don't know if he wants to be there while these guys are really fighting amongst themselves. But we're watching Vards now on the high line of the final corner, actually getting himself in a position to tail and draft on Wolfie, and probably take a position on Wolfie as well, as Vards has shown some pace this season in this car. You can see going down on the inside, might have been a little touch, nothing to take pace away. Vards gets around. Unfortunately for Vards, he disconnects, which is tragedy for this this race, as he was showing good pace. Now racing back with Tuddy and Report, as Tuddy has got himself all over Report. Report's got really nowhere to go except to hope that Tuddy makes a bad decision somewhere, but still in front of him at this corner. Just needs to hold out on turn 2, where there's been a lot of overtaking of late. Report needs to stay on the high line, force Tuddy to go on the inside line, but Report goes on the inside line, hits the wall, and Tuddy with the faster line just straight out and pushes Report down to 5th, as Fezza is now creeping up on these two. As we creep further up into the race, we'll just watch to see what the Arnold and Wolfie show is bringing us. We've got Tubbs as well there putting pressure on him, but Wolfie's got a good run out of Well, no, it's not Wolfie. Arnold's got the good run out of there. He just gets around Wolfie. Wolfie must have touched the Armco or something there, lost a lot of pace. And Arnold gets around as the show continues. Another episode to the show. Arnold goes low, Wolfie goes high, goes around. And Tubbs is in the box seat to see these two duke it out. We're now looking at half by under pressure from Tuddy. Down the main straight, Tuddy decides to have a go now. And Report's creeping up on the half by as well. Tuddy gets around. And Report with a higher line. Looking to go in, through, and around. Report's got now the higher line on this corner, whereas half bite's in the lower side. Report with the faster speed, and then straight around half bite. In just a matter of 2 corners, 2 positions lost by half bite. Bit of puff of smoke there, no idea what that was about. Might have been a bit of a touch, but no positions changed. Again, moving with these guys under the tunnel up to the second right-hander of this track, which is reminiscent of an American oval track, except 2 right-handers, a bridge and a tunnel added in. Which we got here now. Report hot on Tuddy's tail, faster line out of the track. Report giving us a nod as he drives past and takes the inside line on Tuddy as he gets around and up onto the first step of the podium. We're about to approach the tunnel, and we've got still these 3 fighting out for a podium position. There's now Tuddy, who's got a bit of momentum. It looks like Report touched the wall, which was enough for Tuddy to get around. And now half bite's up into the drag. There's Report a little bit lower there. Will half bite get the run on him? Not too sure. Because we're now running with Report. And coming up into the corner here, you can see there half bite diving in low and just gets around the pair of them with ease. So in one corner he's gained 2 positions back. And what is going to be the story for this track, it shreds the front right hand tyre drastically as we're watching half bite just graze it down to the rims, and he decides it's time to pit. Tuddy, who's hitting the Armco, has decided it's enough is enough, and he dives into the pits. Report dives into the pits. They both know those tyres need to be changed. Brendan, who's had a good run since qualifying, way out in front, decides time to go into the pits. Jim, who's a little bit further back, he's running on his front right rims as well. He needs to change his tyres and does so. In fact, looking at the past replay, the last 3 laps, Jim's front right has been all red. So he's been driving 3 laps with no tyre on the front right. So we see Wolfie has gone into the pits. Blunty, which I believe is the last guy to pit, seeing everyone sail past him, he knows his tyres are shot. He goes in for his first pit at lap 16. The Arnold and Wolfie show continues on. Arnold gets around Wolfie at the beginning of the straight, but Wolfie's now got the toe and will probably take Arnold back at the end of the straight. So therefore I'm expecting some sort of music could probably be played over this, but I'll worry about it when it comes to the editing. I'll continue to watch these 2 guys as neither of them wants to give in. As now Arnold looking to get on the inside line into the left-hander into the tunnel, gets around Wolfie. Wolfie might get him on the switchback if he touches the Armco. Looks like Wolfie has taken Arnold. straight back again. So these guys are like two punch drunk boxers just belting it out at each other, as again the position has changed. Still racing with these two guys. As Wolfie's going to look to have another belt at Arnold. See who takes the high line here, who takes the low line. If they both take the high line, Arnold's high, Blunty's high. Blunty's a little bit higher. Wolfie's a bit higher. And Wolfie's now charging down Arnold. As Arnold now has to negotiate this right-left combo into the tunnel. Wolfie's not giving in. And sorry for naming you wrong, Wolfie. I hope you're getting better with that hurt foot of yours. Doesn't seem to be hindering you too much as you're going on the high side here. Well, maybe a bit low, a bit too low for that. As we're watching Arnold start inching away. Jim lay a challenge down for second spot on half bite. As they're really, Jim's up on high on the Armco, but will dive down into a faster line, get the faster pace and the slipstream, and looks like he has a chance to have a go at half bite. Maybe dive down on the inside of this long sweeper, which he does. He gets the inside line there. Now he needs to just get up on the high side there and block the faster line through this corner, which he does. So Jim takes second position, while half bite in third, and Tuddy, who is in fourth, looking like he might want to get back onto the podium. Still racing with these two, and Tuddy is throwing everything at half bite over the bridge and around the right before we get into the left-hander entering the tunnel. Tuddy, who's got tyres of disrepair, same as half bite, so these two are evenly matched as far as that is concerned. Just half bite's got the lighter car. He's only got a quarter of a tank left, according as opposed to Tuddy, who's got half a tank. Looks like Tuddy right up under the wing. He might have a go down on the inside of the big sweeping lefty, as just as I say it, he does, and gets around half bite. Racing with Fezzer in his tiger coloured livery, chasing down Blunty, who has got ailing tyres, whereas Fezzer's only just recently pitted. He's got a fresh set. Going around the high side there, he is now right up there with Blunty and got the momentum to just overtake him on the bridge, own the inside of that corner and get around Blunty as Fezzer charges on. We've got just Report taking back fifth position off Wolfie. A fresher set of tyres. Wolfie can't do much. His tyres are all but gone, whereas Reports are nice and fresh. And we got Fezzer challenging Wolfie for a position. Both those two have similar levels of tyre degradation. Racing with Report as he's chasing down Tuddy right on the final corner here. He has maybe the better run. They've both got similar tyres. The Report's got in the box seat for the slipstreaming. As we finish the straight, Report dives low. Tuddy taking the longer way around the track on this particular corner. And Report takes over into fourth position. Just racing with the race leader, Brendan Stimpy. Hasn't done a foot wrong so far, and he's now just making his way through traffic in the race, posting up faster slap after faster slap, And now he's just in cruise mode as he's just doing 1 minute laps after 1 minute laps. Followed behind him is Jim, who's like 2 corners away in second. Fresh set of tyres. He's got probably, this will be his last outing to the pits. He's going to have to hold back Halfbite, who is just holding on to 3rd position on the podium, with you got Rabort chasing him down and fighting off Tuddy, who wants to get as many points as possible for him and his team. Tubbs, who's not having a great start to this racing campaign, been a long time in the saddle, decides to unlap himself on Fezzer. Just getting still the grips of this car, but still maybe just having a bit of a practice of racing again, get himself back into the groove. The fight for the podium is still on as Report jumps down. He loses control out in the grass. I think he broke late on his brake marker, and Tuddy gets around. Report still sideways. Will Halfbite be able to get around before yellow flags are up? Caution be put forward. Looks like Report's back on track, but he is now getting hunted down by Halfbite. Now that we're in a situation where Report's got no tyres and Halfbite's got very healthy tyres. We've got 3 laps to go. Watching Halfbite just sail straight past Report. Report's got no grip and hasn't got the momentum either. So down to 5th for Report as Halfbite pushes himself up into 4th position. Running with race leader Brendan, who I'll say again has done nothing wrong this evening and has just sailed away since the race start. No one's even bothered about challenging him, as he is now well and truly saving a disconnection from the internet, going to win this race. Jim, who is in second, has yet to start his final lap as he comes around the corner in 2nd place and crosses the line into the final lap. Tuddy isn't too far behind Jim, but nowhere near close enough to be able to reel him in the last lap and do a you live only once moment. In 3rd, Halfbite, you can just see in the distance, has just started this lap. Report in 5th. Fezzer is currently in 6th. Wolfie in 7th. Arnold not too far behind him. And Blunty hot on Arnold's case. As we move into the last driver, who is Tubbs. As we come around the final corner for the final time, we've got Brendan, who has won this race quite convincingly, lapping a few people while in the process. Coming through in 1st. Jim, a well earned 2nd place after early fighting with some people. It's pulled away from that group. He will finish in 2nd place. Just watching him cross the line. Tries to do a Blunty celebration of podium. Tuddy coming through in 3rd. Halfbite just rounding the corner up the top there. He'll make 4th. Report will make 5th. Fezzer came 6th. 7th was Wolfie. Arnold 8th. Blunty 9th. And Tubbs made up the 10, with Vards having the unfortunate case of disconnect. Well, this is the results of this eventful race. I cut out a lot of pit stops because I lost count of who had how many and what, and I couldn't be bothered going through my notes to pick it all out. But good fighting between all of them, and of course, welcome back, Tubbs, to the group. I hope you all enjoyed this. We'll watch till next week, Super Sprint Round. See you then, to all are one.